servant.
You're the hand of the king?
No, Uncle. Clearly it would not be appropriate for a woman to assume that role. I'm merely advising my son until he comes of age and chooses a hand for himself.
Your Grace, I would be willing to serve provisionally as the king's hand until he becomes
You're a
old
good
enough to
man, Lord
make...
Tyrell, but I don't imagine you'll have the time. In addition to being Master of Ships, the king has appointed you Master of Coin.
Oh, Your Grace.
He called your experience and wisdom in financial matters unparalleled. He said he would be honored to have you represent the Crown's interests in the same.
The honor is all mine, Your Grace.
Your Grace, in the past, on several occasions, a Grand Maester has served as the king's hand.
The king is named Qyburn, the new Master of Whisperers.
Your Grace, him? This man? This embarrassment to the Citadel? Your Grace, what qualifications can he possibly have for this post?
The qualification of loyalty, Grand Maester. That's far more than the eunuch ever had. Far more than many ever have.
I must say, I cannot
Uncle
see
Kevin,
how...
in light of your position as commander of the Lannister armies, it would please the king if you would serve as his Master of War. No man living better deserves the title.
That is kind of you to say. I would like to hear it from the king himself.
The king is very busy at this moment.
He should be here, learning what it means to rule.
He is learning. On this occasion, in his capacity as ruler, he's asked me to speak on his behalf.
I returned to the capital to pay my respects to my brother, and to you, and to serve the king. I did not return to the capital to serve as your puppet, to watch you stack the small council with sycophants. Sending your own brother away so he won't be present.
My brother has left the capital to lead a sensitive diplomatic mission.
What mission?
That is not your concern as Master of War.
I do not recognize your authority to dictate what is and is not my concern. You are the Queen Mother. Nothing more.
You would abandon your king in his time of need?
If he wants to send for me, I will be waiting for him. At Casterly Rock.
Your Grace, Grand Maester, Lord Tyrell,
It doesn't matter.
as the High Septon of the Faith of the Seven, I give voice to the will of the gods and am their foremost servant in this world. An insult to me is an insult to the gods. An assault on my person is an assault on our very religion.
You were assaulted.
I was, by those fanatics who call themselves sparrows. They humiliated me, they beat me, they left me naked and bleeding on the cobblestones. I am lucky to be alive.
I heard this assault began in Littlefinger's brothel.
High Septon, this is a rather shocking thing to hear.
I tend to both the highest born and the lowliest amongst us. Even prostitutes may earn the mercy of the mother.
So you were ministering to the needs of these devout prostitutes?
A man's private affairs ought to stay private.
What do you want from us, High Septon?
Justice. I ask that you protect our faith by arresting these criminals and throwing them in the black cells. I ask that you execute their leader, this so-called High Sparrow. He is a threat to everything we hold sacred. If he goes unpunished...
Then where do I find this man? This High Sparrow?
The Iron Bank has called in 1/10 of the Crown's debt. Given the expense of rebuilding the royal
How much
fleet,
can the Crown afford?
with winter coming, half what they ask? Less?
You're the Master of Coin. How do we pay them?
Well, House Tyrell could front the gold, and the crown would pay us back in time, or I'd have words with my daughter.
You've already given us too much. No, we must arrange better terms with the Iron Bank.
Absolutely.
In person.
Me?
We must send an envoy to the Iron Bank, someone of importance, to show these bankers our respect. As the King's Master of Coin, I can think of no one more qualified.
I would be honored, Your Grace.
The King's expressed concern about his father-in-law's safety on this voyage. He's ordered Samarin to personally lead your escort.
My very own King's Guard. Please express
Safe
my...
travels, Lord Tyrell.
Of course, of course. I'll give your regards to the Titan of Brabos.
The small council grows smaller and smaller.
Not small enough.
It's good to have you back. Come. We'll take you inside. I need to have a look at those feet. May I have the honor of presenting the newest member of the King's Guard? If it please your grace, he has taken a holy vow of silence. He has sworn that he will not speak until all his grace's enemies are dead and the evil has been driven from the realm.
I can tell you all there is to know about kings.